Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Inifome.
My name is Rakim.
Stop motion adult animation Wendell and Wild is currently streaming on Netflix, and we saw it.
What were your first thoughts on Wendell and Wild?
I, Everything was just kind of crazy, like different subplots before they added them together, and it just made sense to me.
Yeah. For me, I just kept thinking, who created this? Because I couldn't just wrap my head around it. Like you said, there are a lot of subplots in this movie, and you have to really have your eyes out because there's a lot of things happening in Wendell and Wild. So many things that just come together to form really important themes that concern the society.
So, although it's Wendell and Wild, I feel the story is not based on Wendell and Wild. It's based on Kat, a young girl who her parents died at a very young age, and at the age of 13, she has already been in and out of juvenile justice system, and now she has the opportunity to go to this school back home in the town where she was raised.
So now that she's back to her town, this movie is set in a fictional town of Bank, and now that Kat is back, the town is now a shadow of itself. And this school she was enlisted into is saying that they are opening their doors to girls like her that are in for some kind of reform. So, but the truth is that they were actually out for the money. Kat bore the guilt of her parents dying, and for that she just really built like a stone wall around her heart, and she's just really uptight, and she's kind of
Yes.
and goth look, and she's someone you can call a misfit.
So while in this school, RBC, she is marked by this doll as a hell maiden, and she meets this nun, Sister Helly. Very funny. Sister Helly, who tells her to hide the mark and not tell anybody about her mark. Then in the underworld, there is Wendell and Wild serving time, and they are in this. Their father is serving time. They literally live under their father's nose. I find that really funny. They are serving time because the father runs a fair for lost souls, where and it's like a scream fair, and they have this dream of making their own fair, but their father jailed them for treason. Their father put them in jail for treason, so they just walk applying hair cream to his hair, and that's just what they do. But there's an opportunity now for them to escape into the real world, and
so they meet their hell maiden. These two, Wendell and Wild are actually assigned to Kat, and now they found a way to get to Kat. Like, they're telling her that she should summon them into the land of the living because they have their ulterior motive to build their affair. So that's just basically what this Wendell and Wild is about. This movie is based on the unpublished book by the legendary stop motion director Henry Selick. I've never seen anything, because he has a lot of people praising him a lot, and I think I like his work thus far. And besides co-writing this book, he also co-produced this movie because he teamed up with Jordan Peele. I actually watched this movie because of Jordan, because anything Jordan touches is just. He directed some of my favorite movies of all time, Us and Get Out. So I definitely pressed play because of Jordan.
this movie also has it's starring a lot of amazing voices. Like Jordan Peele himself is playing Wild, and his friend Keegan Michael Key is voicing Wendell. We have a lot of people here. We have Angela Bassett, we have Lyric Ross, and lots of voices. Even Ramona Young from Never Have I Ever is also in this.
Sister Haley is Angela Bassett. I found that name really funny. This movie is rated PG-13, and I think it's truly appealing for both the young adult crowd and also the older people, if I can use older, or just the more mature audience. It's really interesting, and they're just, like I said earlier, there are a lot of things going on in this movie, which is typical of anything Jordan Peele puts his hand on. And there are a lot of themes, very, very important themes, such as when you raise the people from the dead, the council members from the dead, I just say, okay, this is like really important to just point out. It's really eyeballing society there, basically, because most of the time, most decisions are made by really people from a different time, different generation that are truly not open to change most of the time.
So when they came, they just opened the rule book and showed that they're living. Even though they were skeletons, they said they were living.
So it was really eyeballing society there. So we really caught that theme.
And that theme, there is lack of funding for schools. This school, RBC girls, is at the verge of crashing, and that's why they have to accept these young girls, and because the government is going to be paying them so they can fix their school. Well, if the government had actually helped to support and fund the school and put in a lot of infrastructures, they will not be doing shady things. Like the priest in charge there, he's in connection with the people that want to ruin this town.
Interesting, because they want to put in a lot of money into building a prison,
a private prison.
The town is in shambles, so it's just really telling of what society does. Then another word is another important thing is literally facing your demons. In order for Kat to move on, she had to face her demons. So it was, there are a lot of things from her past that are just really holding her back, like the death of her parents, how she went to juvie.
And it was just a mistake.
Yes, and these demons are played out as shadows and with green eyes.
She just assumes that anybody who comes close to her is going to die.
Yeah, so that's just facing your demons in order to move forward. I'll rate it a 3. Why? Because in as much as the movie is really nice and put together well, I feel like the demons theme was really just any corner. There was also a theme of family. In this movie.
And parents just having this strong love for their children.
We see Buffalo Bill's a funny name. He in as much as he's this big guy, he also loves his family. Yeah, and I just feel like when you say Wendell and Wild, I was expecting more from the demons, but the demons were just really funny. Kat got into like a deal with them that she'll do whatever they want from her if they raise her parents. They didn't even want anything serious. They
just wanted their park, their fair, their dream fair.
It was. I wanted more from the. I feel like the story had a lot going on, in as much as it was put together nicely at the end. But I just feel like some things were just on the wayside, when actually the main star of this entire thing was really Kat.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was thinking that it was going to be Wendell and Wild.
Yes,
because of the title Wendell and Wild. So, but they didn't really do much. Yeah. In as much as their lines are really funny and they really added a lot of comic relief to this movie. I was expecting that, okay, Wendell and Wild, that means everything's going to go around Wendell and Wild, but it's actually about Kat and her moving past her parents' death.
I'll give it a 4 because of the effort put into this movie. Yeah. Like the end credits, when I saw how the sets were actually putting the puppets down and everything. Stop motion is not easy. That was just what I was just seeing there, and I'm going to give it 4 stars. Oh, should I give it 5? I love it. I love everything about it.
Should you definitely press play? Watch Wendell and Wild. It's a nice one. I tell me it's quite light-hearted. It's interesting, important themes. There are a lot of times to be like, oh my God, you put your hand to your chest, but it's nice. So yeah, press play and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well.
Yeah, and like and share and leave your comments down below and tell us what you think about Wendell and Wild.
So goodbye.